This is my review on BBO Season 2, Episode 5. I don't understand why every single show now that's TV, they keep showing us previews of what we've already seen prior to this episode, like Episode 4, for instance. Also, Blueface Barbie was feeling herself. Like, she was doing a lot. The same with the other producers or people who work behind the scenes as well for the judge panel. And I'm thinking, if you were on the cast, they would have socked you in your face right now, because why are you getting so cheeky for? And then also, doesn't Blueface Barbie owe someone $300? Right, let's focus on paying our debts. I also do agree with Bossy Cash as well. The bare minimum is knowing someone's name and actually learning how to pronounce it or how to say it as well, so you don't go forward by mispronouncing their name or saying the wrong name as well. So that producer was moving a bit mad because you're calling her Bossy, whatever and stuff, and obviously it's two names like Bossy Cash. Cool. I get that. And I understand what you're saying as well because they expect you to remember their names, but you're not going to remember mine. Then I'm not going to do the same either. I feel like Takeda was just over it. Obviously, she had been drinking as well, they said. You know, emotions are high. Let her sleep it off and see how she feels. Pretty P definitely wanted that with Dana because she talked about, anyone would care. And she's thinking, who's anybody? Because anybody ain't me. And I'm going to get you before you get me. That's the type of vibe she's come with. I feel like Big Lex is at this point borderline bullying LaRue for no reason. I can't understand why production aren't intervening or telling Big Lex to stop. Because she needs to focus on getting her leg back with Jocelyn. Yes, Jocelyn is pregnant now, of course, give her time to heal, let her have the pregnancy, whatever, and then get in the ring with her at this point because you are just tormenting LaRue at this point, to the point where apparently during the episode you saw about she's crying because of what you did to her. Why would you do that for? That's weird. On top of that as well, Jocelyn obviously doesn't have the protection of Zeus like she did beforehand. That's the reason why she was always kind of covered in regards to people not really getting her like that. You can now get her after she's obviously had the baby and stuff. I'm not even going to give props are due in regards to the bare minimum because Lex shouldn't have taken LaRue's room in the first place. So the fact that you apparently had her reduced to tears for it and then you go and give back the room was weird. Like, why did you do it in the first place? Then you just wanted to torment her. Ayla definitely was giving it back to Slim when Slim was getting cheeky as well, though. But Slim was just eating it up. You could tell JG hates Slim, and hate is a strong word. But the way she just don't like her, she's saying anything about her, and Slim's just like, okay. I feel like Bossy Cash was just triggered because if someone the day prior has mispronounced my name, then someone else has mispronounced my name now, I'm going to be annoyed as well. But I feel like it was misdirected energy at LaRue for no reason because of that. Because LaRue didn't know as well. LaRue was very respectful when she said, oh, sorry about your name, and then addressed her properly afterwards. I'm also glad that Tokyo was standing up for LaRue as well because it seems like LaRue, not that she needs anyone to stand up for her, but obviously after that whole situation with Big Lex, whatever and stuff, and then now this, like, I would be annoyed too. I can see where Big Lex is coming from with the outfit about Legacy because Legacy kind of dresses sometimes like Big Lex from Baddies. But at the same time, if you're going to give constructive criticism, be nice about it because you're just attacking her. Oh, she dresses like this, dresses like that. It would make more sense for you to actually give her recommendation like, oh, I shop here, whatever. It may not be that she wants to be your clone, but you could offer her places where people shop in a sense to help elevate her style if that's the case. But instead, you didn't do that. You decided to then get on her about her looks or her whatever she's wearing and stuff, and it didn't feel like very BBO material. Why did I think Sav was missing the whole episode and she was actually just quiet, sat next to Tokyo? But the pink actually complements Sav's skin as well. I really like that outfit. So Takeda wasn't eliminated, she just came back. So that whole thing was just a bunch of rubbish and eliminated someone the first day. Nobody gets eliminated, just wrap it up. On top of that as well, Takeda saying that everyone's too nice as a problem is weird as well. Why can't there be a show where people are actually getting along? There's no point forcing fights and inauthentic storylines for the sake of, oh, we need people to be turning up and stuff like that. There's no point. Let it just be authentic and let it flow properly, and then obviously look, stuff happen, like for instance Pretty P and Dayla. That was an authentic storyline as well because of what Dayla said the night before and stuff. Otherwise people are just going to be fighting for the sake of fighting for the sake of camera time, though they don't want to go home and blah blah blah. I don't understand Slim's issue. Like, Slim needs to focus on her hairline coming back because every time you're picking people for no reason. What is your issue if Dayla did her confessional wrong? Oh yeah, you didn't do it right, though. Okay, you said them multiple times. What more do you want her to say? Like, just shut up. On top of that as well, like, you're now saying, oh, it's because, she basically wanted to do a confessional before you, whatever and stuff. But beforehand, you didn't mention that. So what, I don't understand. And at the same time, when it happened, did you bring it up about that situation? Or you just bring it up now because you're upset that maybe they allowed her to go before you? I don't know the outcome. One thing Pretty B's got to do is stand on business, but she tore Dayla up. And as soon as she stuck that tongue out, everyone knows what time it is. I just realised as well, Heaven's voice is very high pitched, but she sounds kind of like Big Lex. Big Lex has like a lower tone than her, but they sound similar. I'm not sure if they're from the same area either. Then we had Cartier and Ghetto Barbie. And my thing is, I don't remember why they're even beefing as well. Like, I even forgot what the argument was about, what the beef was about, but Cartier won the fight. Ghetto Barbie was in there. She was in there, but then also she's a loser as well. Because the fact that you have to pick up an object when you lost the fight as well, you're a sore loser, and get the hell out of the show. This is not BBO material. This is not any type of material where you have to be using weapons as well. And you're talking about, oh yeah, that made her get off my hair, but you lost the fight and you're a loser. Now everyone else wants to fight you, so was it really worth it? No. I'm glad JG ended up getting Go Bar, because I couldn't understand why you would think the best thing for someone is to hit them with a rock and bust their head open over a small argument as well, or small altercation. You're a loser. Like, I just can't believe it. So I'm glad that JG kind of gets Go Barbie at the end, but I feel like it was too risky the way they had them at the balcony fighting. They should have had them in an isolated area, not near a balcony or anything, for them to have a fight.